But then the Latin ranks are knit again by Umbro, priests come from the Marcian mountains, and Caeculus of Vulcan's race. The darting storm straight at them, his iron sword had just hacked Anxur's left arm off, and with it all the circle of his shield. Anxur was bragging and thinking force would follow words, perhaps had puffed his soul to heaven, promising white hairs and many long years to himself, when right across Aeneas's blazing path came Tarquitus, who swaggered in bright armor. He was the son of Dryope, the nymph, and Faunus, who was keeper of the forest. Aeneas draws his lance, pins Tarquitus's cuirass and ponderous shield. As Tarquitus prays helplessly, wanting to say so much, Aeneas strikes his head to earth and kicks the warm trunk over, cries with hating heart, "Lie there, you dreaded one. No gracious mother will bury you in earth or weight a native tomb with your limbs. You will be left to savage birds, or the waves will bear you, sunk below the sea, where famished fish will suck your wounds." This done, Aeneas races toward Antaeus and Leucus, Turnus' foremost warriors, and sturdy Numa, and the tawny Chimers, born of great-hearted Volscians, Chimers, richest in land of all Ausonians, who ruled in silent Amyclae, just as Aegeon, who had 100 arms and 100 hands, they say, and fire burning from his 50 mouths and chests, when he clanged at Jove's thunderbolts with 50 shields, each one just like the other, and drew as many swords. So does Aeneas rage on, victorious, across the field, once blood has warmed his blade. Now see, he charges against the 4-horse chariot of Nepheus. But when the team from far off sees Aeneas striding at them, and raging dreadfully, they rear, rush backward, spill their driver, whirl the chariot of Nepheus toward the shore. Meanwhile, as they race with their team of 2 white horses down the center of the ranks, the brothers Leucagus and Leger wheel about. Fierce Leucagus whirls high his sword, his brother holds the reins. Aeneas could not stand their angry charging. He rushed up, tremendous, facing them with javelin. And Leger, this is not Achilles' chariot, nor Diomedes' horses that you see, and not the plain of Phrygia. Now and here upon our land you end your life and warfare. Mad Leger scatters words like these, and yet the Trojan hero does not ready words against his enemy. Instead he hurls his javelin. As Leucagus leans out to lash his team, goading the horses with his sword tip, with his left foot forward, ready for battle, then the javelin cuts through the lower border of his gleaming shield and pierces his left groin. Thrown from his chariot, and dying, he is rolled across the plain. With bitter words pious Aeneas taunts him. O Leucagus, no panicked flight of horses, no empty shadows have betrayed your chariot or turned them from the enemy. But you yourself desert them, leaping from the wheels. This said, he seized the horses, tumbling down from that same chariot. The luckless brother, Leger, stretched out his helpless hands and pleaded, O Trojan hero, by yourself and by the parents who have brought to birth so great a son, spare me my life. With pity hear my prayer. There had been more. Aeneas cut him off. These words were not your words before. Die. Do not leave your brother all alone. Then with his sword he opened Leger's breast, in which the spirit has its hiding place. Such were the deaths dealt by the Dardan chieftain across the plains, while he raged like a torrent or black whirlwind. The boy Ascanius and all the warriors break out at last and quit their campsite. Now the siege is pointless. And meanwhile Jupiter speaks first to Juno, both wife and sister to me, and much loved. As you supposed, your judgment is not wrong. The power of Troy has been sustained by Venus, not by their fighting men's keen hands in battle, not by their stubborn souls patient in trials. And Juno answered humbly, Handsomest husband, why trouble me? I am sick with worry and so afraid of your severe commands. If I still had the force and love that I once had, and that should last forever, then indeed, all able father, you would not deny me this, that I might draw Prince Turnus away from war and send him back unharmed to his dear father Daunus. As it is, now let him die, and with his pious blood pay for the vengeance of the Teucrians. Yet he receives his name from our own kind. His great-grandfather's father is Polymnus, and he has often weighted down your altars with open hands, with many gracious gifts. The king of high Olympus answered briefly, If you ask respite from impending death, a breathing space for that doomed youth, and you will understand that I have meant it so, then let your Turnus flee, and snatch him from the fate that threatens him. This much I can indulge. But if beneath your pleas is hidden some other favor, and you think that all the war, with this that I now grant, is shifted or altered, then you feed on empty hopes. Then Juno, weeping, answered, And what if your mind should grant me what your voice denies, and Turnus's life continue after all? For as things are, a heavy death awaits him, though he is guiltless, or I am brought far from truth. But I should rather be deluded by empty terrors, if you would improve what you have planned for him. You can do that.